The man had only slapped his secretaries, but while working late, a moment of poor judgment that ended up ruining his life. Unfortunately for him, his boss happened to witness the whole thing from nearby. Without hesitation, the boss fired him on the spot. After packing his things and getting ready to leave, Jack realized he had forgotten his phone. So, he went back upstairs to get it. But as soon as he returned to the office floor, he stumbled upon a murder scene. Terrified, Jack ducked into a corner and trembled in fear. Thankfully, the killer didn't notice him. As the murderer began dealing with the body, Jack seized the chance to make his way back to his desk, hoping to grab his phone and call the police. When he opened the office door, he was surprised to find his co-worker Alan still there. They quickly decided that Alan would make the call to 911 while Jack looked for an exit. But the moment Alan dialed the number, the killer suddenly appeared right behind him. Alan had no choice but to hang up immediately. With a gun pressed to the back of his head, the killer asked if anyone else was in the building. Alan lied, saying he was the only one there. Strangely, the killer just patted Alan on the head and turned to leave. Alan let out a breath of relief, but it didn't last long. The killer suddenly came back, this time holding an electrical cord. Meanwhile, Jack, unaware of what had just happened, was heading back to meet Alan. As he approached the office door, he saw a shadow through the glass, one that clearly matched the killer's build. Jack quickly ducked into a nearby bathroom, only to discover the security guard's corpse inside. While checking the body, he accidentally triggered the toilet's flush. Panic surged through him as he feared the sound would alert the killer. Sure enough, the killer entered the restroom. Jack froze in place. Fortunately, the man was only there to clean the blood off himself. But then, the killer spoke. "How are you doing in there? Mind giving me the keys?" For a moment, Jack thought he was discovered, until he realized the man was talking to the dead guard. Still, that meant the killer would be coming in soon to retrieve the keys. Desperate, Jack made a risky move. Once the killer left the bathroom, he crept out and rushed back to the office to grab his phone. But the screen was black, it was out of battery. He hurried to plug it in. As he turned around, he saw Alan's lifeless body lying nearby. Before Jack could even process the shock, the killer returned once again. Jack ducked low and quietly crawled away, using the moment the killer was moving the body to sneak into a nearby storage room. As he peeked through a crack to watch the killer, the man suddenly turned and looked straight toward him. And then, the killer's phone rang. With the call still connected, the killer began dragging the body straight toward the storage room.